Hey guys, welcome to this short and sweaty flow. If you have a couple yoga blocks, go ahead and grab those, or maybe you have something laying around your house that you can use in place of these. If you don't have them, don't worry about it. These might just make it a little bit easier to get into the correct shape that we're going to be looking for. But that's all right if not. Don't stress about it. So if you do have those blocks or block alternatives, go ahead and set those up to the front of the mat. We're going to do about a 15 to 20 minute sweaty flow, so get ready to get hot. Okay, go ahead and ground into the mat, into the feet, and bring the weight back a little bit. Getting connected to the breath, drawing in and up the lower belly, bringing the breath up and making kind of a ha sound on the exhale, making it from the back of the throat. So not forcing the breath in, not forcing the breath out, just let it come in naturally and out naturally. Not just breathing into the chest, not just breathing into the belly. Instead of letting the belly go in and out, which could weaken the abs, I think, and the low back. If we're standing, then start to draw the lower belly in and up. Expanding the rib cage in every direction. And softening on the exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up. Lift the heart slightly. Exhale, fold forward. Let's get right into sun salutation A. Inhale, halfway up, reach the heart forward. Exhale, step back to plank. Push forward, lower down, squeeze the elbows in. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, bring the chest forward and up into cobra pose. Exhale, engage the abs. Slowly lift the hips up and back. Let the head hang loose. Breathing here in the first downward facing dog. Bring some movement, starting to open up the backs of the legs. Walk your feet in a couple inches, bend the knees. Inhale, look forward. At the end of the exhale, walk or float to the front of the mat. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale, fold. Squeeze the legs together, look out. Inhale, rise up, reach the heart up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up, hands can be on the shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step back to plank, push forward, lower down, knees can be down that spine, uncurl the toes. Inhale, chest forward and up, push into the knuckles. Exhale, slowly lift the hips up and back, let the head hang loose. Let's find stillness in this downward facing dog, really focusing on wrapping the shoulders and then rolling the forearms in. Come back to the breath. Let your face be relaxed and your jaw. And walk the feet in a couple inches. Big toes touch, bend the knees. Inhale, look forward. At the end of the exhale, walk or float forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine, decompress the vertebrae. Exhale, fold, push into the feet, look out. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Making sure we have a neutral pelvis here in Tadasana, standing mountain pose. Meaning that the pelvis isn't tilting forward, which will kind of stick the booty out, and it's not tucked under, okay? You want it nice and neutral. That'll be a nice foundation to keep a long spine. All right, now inhale, reach the arms up, grab the left wrist with the right hand. Exhale, reach over to your right, hips to the other side. Inhale, come up, switch wrists. Exhale, reach. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come halfway up to monkey pose. Exhale, step back to plank. Push forward, lower down, squeeze the elbows in, uncurl the toes. Inhale, chest forward and up, Bhujangasana. Exhale, hips up and back. Now bring the left knee down, let that left foot fall behind you. Left hand goes under the shoulder and start to open up, reach the top arm up and overhead. Vashisthasana. Making sure not to dump into the bottom shoulder, really push into the left hand. So you're in a straight line, the left hand, the left knee, and then the right foot. Stay here, or bring that right foot in front of you and then extend the left foot behind you, coming onto the knife edge of the foot. So the back foot is flexed, it's parallel to the back of the mat. You're not on the ankle, you're not on the calf. You need to lift the hips up so you're only on the very side of the foot. Top arm can come up and overhead. If you feel amazing there, both legs can extend out. Just reaching the arm overhead for a nice side stretch variation. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower, uncurl the toes. Inhale, chest forward and up, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, hips up and back. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, right knee down. Now let the right foot fall behind you. Right hand goes under the right shoulder. Open up the hips, open up the chest. Top arm up and overhead. Feeling that stretch all the way down the left side. Now the left foot can come out in front. Extend the right foot back on the knife edge of the right foot. Right hand is in line with the right foot. Lift the hips. Top arm can come up and overhead if you feel good there. Stack the feet. Do not bend that bottom elbow or you most likely will fall. Breathe. On your next exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. If you're getting tired, lower the knees. Exhale, down in a straight line. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, chest forward and up, shoulders back slightly. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Let the head hang loose. Find stillness in your down dog. Come back to your breath. Make sure that the knuckles are really rooting down into the mat. Bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, right leg straight up and back. Exhale, open the hips. Reach that right foot behind you. Look under the right armpit. And then a revolve, bring the right knee towards the nose, round the back, and try to place your foot in between the hands. Okay, flatten the back foot and inhale, windmill the arms up, opening the pelvis to the long side of the mat. Exhale, bend the right knee into Virabhadrasana 2, pushing into the outside edge of the back foot. Back leg is straight, right knee is pointing in the same direction as the right toes, pointing straight. Puff up the low back by lengthening the tailbone, arms parallel to the ground. Breathing here. Left hand down, turn the right palm up. Bend the right knee a little bit more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach over the left knee. Don't let the right leg straighten. Inhale, come up, straighten the right leg now. Exhale, reach out. Bring the right hand down for triangle. Both shoulders directly over the right leg. Roll that top shoulder back. Try to lengthen the side body, keeping the side nice and straight if possible. Inhale, slowly come up, bend the right knee. Exhale, bring both hands down. Okay, now it's gonna get a little tricky, okay? Keep the left hand down, walk the right foot to the right, and then you're gonna come onto the knife edge of the back foot, just like we just did in that last pose. Okay, lift your hips, and now we're back to where we were, Vashisthasana. You can always, again, bring the bottom knee down and do that variation. Release, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, chest forward and up. Exhale, hips up and back. Inhale, left leg up. Bend the knee. Exhale, open the hips. Bring the knee towards the nose, round the back. Place the foot in between the hands. Flatten the back foot. Windmill the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, bend into the left knee. Lengthen the tailbone. Keep the left knee right on top of the ankle and roll or open that back hip back. Breathing here, warrior 2. Push into the outside edge of the back foot to lift the inner arch. Right hand to the right leg, left palm up, bend the left knee a little bit more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach over the back leg. Inhale, come up, straighten, but don't lock the front leg. Squeeze the quad. Exhale, reach out to lengthen the side, and then lift the right arm straight up. Okay, so make sure that the top shoulder is not coming down. If it is, just back out of it a little bit. Inhale, rise up, bend the front knee. Here's the tricky part. Exhale, windmill both arms down. Okay, now my back heel's lifted. Keep the right hand down and start to walk the left foot to the left, coming onto the knife edge or the side of that back foot. Okay, lifting the hips, top arm up, overhead. And release, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank, knees down. Exhale, lower. Uncurl the toes, interlace the hands behind the back if possible. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, come down, switch the grip. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come down, hands down, curl the toes under. Inhale, push up. Exhale, hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Find some stillness here. If you need to take a break, go ahead. We're almost done with the hard stuff. All right, one more flow and we'll add in our half moon B. Inhale, right leg up, bend the knee, exhale, bring it through, low lunge, flatten the back foot. Inhale, windmill the arms up. Exhale, come into your warrior two. Hold here and breathe. All right, now both hands can start to come back down to the ground. Lift your back heel. Walk your hands forward, coming onto the blocks if you have them, or just stay onto the ground. Okay, you want to have your hands wherever you can keep the chest lifted. So if you need that on the highest level or medium level or lowest level of the blocks, okay? Right foot stays pointing straight forward. Squeeze that quad, don't lock it back. Bring the right hand under the right shoulder. Start to lift the hips, coming light onto the left fingertips. All right, so here you want to think about tucking your tailbone a little bit or puffing up the low back. Eventually, the left hand can come to the waist or up. You really want to try to keep the sides of your body lengthened here. You can look down, that's going to be the easiest. You'll change the gaze after you feel really comfortable here. Eventually, you can look sideways and then up. All right, good job. Bring both hands to the blocks or the ground and come into standing splits. Bend the front knee, slowly come back to a low lunge, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, chest forward and up. Exhale, hips up and back. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bring it through, low lunge, flatten the back foot, opening the hips. Inhale, windmill the arms up. Exhale, bend the left knee. We'll take a couple breaths here in our warrior two. If you ever feel overheated or you just need to let go, then inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. All right, both hands can come down to the ground, lift the back heel, walk the hands forward, putting all the weight onto the left foot. Now try not to have a rounded back. Okay, really reach the chest forward, just like in our monkey pose. Now left hand under the left shoulder. Okay, lengthening the sides, start to stack the hips. Bring that foot a little bit in front of your body. That will happen whenever you start to tuck your tailbone. Okay, and then you can start to lift your right hand once you feel comfortable. That might not happen today or for a while, that's okay. Again, this is called ardha chandrasana. Ardha chandrasana B. Okay, and then you can come into your standing split. So both hands down, let the head hang, lift the back leg. Bend the front knee, walk it back to a low lunge. Downward facing dog, last vinyasa. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower, uncurl the toes. Inhale, chest forward and up. Exhale, hips up and back, last downward facing dog. And come down to the hands and knees. Swing the feet around, coming to seated. Easy seated pose, pull the flesh away from the sitting bones. Let the palms be open on the knees. Coming back to that breath, making that ha sound on the exhale. Really listen to that breath as it slows down. Let's let the exhales get longer and longer. Notice how you're breathing now at the end of your practice. We really opened up the front of the body today, which can help you take deeper breaths, can help you get more in touch with the pranamaya kosha, the layer of our being that is associated with our breath. And turn your palms over on your knees, do a big shoulder roll, inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale, start to tilt the pelvis forward and come forward. Taking some breaths here, feeling a nice stretch in the hips. Really try to lift the tailbone, keeping the back nice and straight. Reaching the chest forward. And then come up, switch the cross of the legs. You can be fancy with it if you want to. Big shoulder roll, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tilt. Hands can stay on the knees or come out in front. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tilt. Tuck your chin slightly to lengthen the neck. Slowly come up, extend the legs out. Feel free to keep the knees bent so that we can tilt the pelvis. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bring the chest forward instead of head down, chest forward. Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Tucking the chin slightly to lengthen the neck. And slowly come up and cross the legs again. Come back to the breath. Notice how you're feeling after that short but very effective practice. And bring the hands together in front of your heart into prayer. Let's close our time together with one Om. Take a deep breath in. And bow your head. Thank yourself for taking this time out of your day to do a practice so good for your body, your mind, and your spirit. And I thank you so much for letting me guide you through your practice today. Namaste.